hospital respiratory therapist who denied being a serial killer charged with murder of second patient. Why would anyone openly admit to being a serial killer in the first place? I see what you're trying to do. I'm not going to incriminate myself. You'll just have to wait and see. A former hospital respiratory therapist suspected of being involved in the deaths of 9 patients under her care was formally charged on Wednesday with first-degree murder in connection with the death of a 37-year-old patient. What was the line of thinking when all this was going on? Oh, that poor woman lost 9 patients on her watch in less than 5 months. What a terrible run of bad luck. Should we get her a card? According to court documents obtained by People, prosecutors accused Jennifer Ann Hall of killing David Wesley Harper, 37, more than 20 years ago on March 21st, 2002, by administering unprescribed pharmaceuticals to him at a Chillicothe, Missouri hospital. Harper was battling bronchitis when he was admitted to Hendrick Medical Center on March 18th, 2002. 3 days later, Hall, now 42, allegedly told nursing staff she entered Harper's room like the Reaper and found him seated on the edge of his bed. Harper allegedly told her he felt ill before falling backwards on his bed in complete respiratory arrest, Hall said. Per the documents, he later died. What's puzzling to me is why did it take them so long to realize that she's the common denominator in all these cases? Anytime she was in the vicinity, somebody always takes a turn for the worse. There's never any stories about her bringing somebody back from the brink of death. It's always L's. At the time of his death, Hall was allegedly found with a vial of succinylcholine in her pocket. Yeah, I read that, which she was not certified to administer. Prosecutors say the substance used to take Mr. Harper's life, succinylcholine, paralyzes the victim's muscles, including the diaphragm, causing the victim to suffer a ghastly death from suffocation while still maintaining full consciousness and awareness that they are unable to breathe and are dying, the documents read. So this is not like a doctor or a nurse that felt some type of moral obligation to take a terminal patient and help them ease out and transition to a painless death. Oh no, she was looking to introduce a new level of agony where you're awoke for your death, you're aware for your death, and you can't scream, you can't even hit the button to call for help. During Hall's employment at Hendrick Medical Center from December 2001 through May 2002, that's all it took. The rate of cardiac collapse incidents rose alarmingly. These incidents were viewed as medically suspicious. That's what they called it by hospital staff, say prosecutors. Per the documents, 18 such incidents allegedly occurred during her 5-month employment stint, resulting in 9 deaths. According to court documents, prior to Hall's employment, the hospital averaged 1 cardiac collapse incident per year. So you mean to tell me this woman single-handedly, pre-COVID, took this hospital from one of the top facilities to a place where you say, hell no, don't take me there. That place is a death trap. Prop me up on the couch and turn on Family Feud. I'll take my chances. In 2012, amid speculation of her involvement in the patient's deaths, Hall agreed to an interview with KMBC where she denied being a serial killer. What did they think they were going to get out of her? A full confession? It's shocking to know that somebody can think of something so horrible of you and the real truth is out there somewhere, Hall told the news station at the time. Well, there you have it, people. I think they owe this woman an apology. Reinstate her. Give her a chance to really pad the stats this time around. This is the second murder charge Hall is facing in May 2022. Now, it's been 20 years. She was charged with first-degree murder in connection to the death of 75-year-old patient Fern Franco, who was still allowing her to work in healthcare after all these allegations against her. People previously reported she pleaded not guilty. Let's be clear, this woman could be directly responsible for way more than just the 2 murders that they're charging her with, but these are their strongest 2 cases, and they don't want to muddy the waters with a bunch of maybes. Because of Hall's singular proximity to stricken patients like the Reaper, her access to pharmaceuticals, which are deadly if misused, and her discovery of and method of notifying staff of every patient's cardiac emergency, nursing staff believe Hall was responsible for the patient's deaths, according to prosecutors. You don't say. Oh, that poor, poor woman She's always on the scene whenever a patient starts coding. It's almost like she knows. Hall's defense attorney, Molly Hastings, tells People she plans to enter a plea of not guilty because she's not a serial killer, remember? To the second murder charge as well during Hall's upcoming Wednesday court appearance. Says Hastings, I look forward to the opportunity to defend her against each and every one of these allegations and believe the evidence will support an acquittal when we have our day in court.